was a disgraceful performance, in my opinion. We threw that game. We gave it away by doing that. We gave them the friggin' game. In my opinion, that sucked. What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game. And that.
And then there were 4. And then there were 4. Hey, let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, Chalk Talk Conference Championship Round Edition. Boy, it was a good one. You know, I gotta admit, shout out to my man Caleb Houston for coming on last week, last minute. And not only that, but for picking the Tomahawks to pull the upset, because in case any of you didn't watch the film, it was murder. It was worse. It was worse the second time around. They were more healthy, and it was worse the second time around. And I think after watching our film, like, the one thing that didn't get shown, and something we can all probably get a little bit of a giggle out of. So we all know Quentin Thomas, a.k.a. Quentin Tyler on Facebook, a.k.a. Captain Thirst to pretty much everybody. He just has like a very punchable face. And I vividly recall, and it wasn't on the film, but Shane Scott in that game was actually flagged for punching Quentin. So, yeah, so like I forget exactly how the sequence went down. I know we sent Quentin on a blitz because we bumped him to inside backer for a play. We sent him on a blitz, and I look up and I see Shane Scott and Quentin face to face, and Shane throws a punch. Cool. Quentin comes over to the sideline, and the first thing he says is like, "Hey man, why do you take that so serious? All I did was call you a bum." Good times, good times, good times. All right, so as everybody knows, Cyclone Nation took care of business last week. The Shock, got a little bit of revenge on the Warriors. Warriors season is indeed now over. The Iron 8 are temporarily retired for the moment. My apologies. Comanche won, and Mova won. So now that brings up a rematch of a triple overtime thriller, only this time at Mova. And also brings up a rematch of a primetime night game that had the potential to be good. I think 70-45 was, I believe, the final of the Shock Cyclones game from the regular season. So, I mean, I look at everything from the sense of, okay, it is hard to beat a team twice. I love the Shock. I love, their offense and the way that they can spread people out. They can put up a lot of points. Their quarterback is very mobile, can do a lot. But I definitely think that, goodness. Cyclone Nation in a barn burner. I think it'll be like 60-40 this time. I think the Shock defense will hold up a little bit better. But my big thing is like the Shock defense just hasn't shown up in a lot of games. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying the Warriors are a bad team, but like you gave up 48 points to a Warriors team that is missing a couple of pieces from when they beat you at the beginning of the season. So like you would think, okay, they're missing pieces, cool, whatever. This is what you now have in front of you. You think it'd be a little bit easier? Obviously not. So, I mean, but that's it. If nothing else, that's a tip of the hat to the Warriors, just because that's how deep they are at skill positions, and that's, they have a lot of, talent over there, and they've really built that program up. So, I can definitely appreciate that. And then, the rematch. I think at the end of the day, it's important for me to preface the fact that I will not be there, unfortunately. I have some prior obligations with one of my so I work at a gym part-time and I coach part-time, so I have some obligations there that I have to fulfill that were, months and months and months in advance. And yeah, so unfortunately I will not be at the game, which kind of sucks, but I've checked in with all my guys. All of our guys are ready. I mean, my biggest thing is that our defense was our front five. I'm gonna say our front five did their job for the most part in the first game. It was our back three that unfortunately let us down. And I'm not throwing anyone in particular under the bus, but you could tell just the secondaries on both teams were the weaker points, as well as, a lot of just errors in general, whether it would be, a tackle wasn't made, I remember a couple of plays that we had Billy Thompson in the backfield and he still somehow got the ball off, you know what I mean? So, like, you got to be able to just finish. But like I said, I talked to, Monk, I talked to, Mike DeTemple, so our coaching, I talked to the coaching staff, I talked to a lot of the players. And like I said, unfortunately, I will not be there. And as many people know, this is going to be my last year playing in the league for a while, just because I have to finish college. I have, a lot of other, real life stuff going on. So finishing college is definitely number one on my priority list. And it would just be entirely too difficult to be making the drive for where I'm going to be going to school. So, my biggest thing is that, like I said, I talked to the players, I talked to the coaches, and my teammates promised me at least one more game I get to suit up. Not throwing shots at Thor or his guys. I got a great organization, you know what I mean? But I still subscribe to the thinking that at the end of the day, it's really hard to beat a team twice. You barely beat us the first time, and on top of that, this team is extra motivated. We have so much to prove, you know what I mean? This team last year, I was on the field in MOVA when MOVA beat us, you know what I mean? And we capped off a really good 7-3 season last year, and we vowed to be back, and I think we've come back with a vengeance. This team is motivated, we're big, we're strong, we're fast. Everybody's seen the film, everybody knows what to expect from us. You gotta stop it. You got to stop it. And I'm saying all of this as a challenge to my teammates because I want one more game. You promised me one more game. I want one more game. So I guess that's really it. Obviously, I am co-hostless. My co-host had some vehicular issues that are going to be solved very, very soon. So yeah, I mean, I put out an APB on Facebook. I mean, I'm recording this at about 4:30. I put out an APB and, got a couple of responses, but I was really hoping for, somebody to really be like, hey, I got something I want to say, blah, blah, blah. But no, it didn't happen. So, I'm going to make this one short and sweet. I mean, I'm rolling up on, 8-9 minutes now. So, yeah, just everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Like I said, I think the Shock Cyclones game, I'm picking the Cyclones, and we all know who I'm picking for, the MOVA game. So, we out. I'm gonna hit this dab real quick because I messed the first one up. Hey, be easy, yo.